The scars of war. Latest developments from Ukraine's battlefront. A new day in Ukraine, yet the shadows of war lingered everywhere. Russian shelling had increased across the nation, leaving trails of destruction and despair. In Kyiv's Obolonsky district, fragments of a missile fell on a children's hospital, the innocence of youth caught in a battle they never asked for. An 8-year-old child lost their life in the Ivano-Frankivsk region, a tragedy that resonated deep in the heart of the nation. Shelling in the Kharkiv and Zaporozhye regions claimed 2 more lives, adding to the toll that seemed to grow with each passing moment. Mandatory evacuations were ordered in and around Kupiansk, a painful reminder of the dangers lurking close. Denise Brown, the UN-humanitarian coordinator for Ukraine, expressed her outrage at Russia's attack on a hotel used by UNSTAF and other humanitarian organizations in Zaporizhzhia. Her words captured the collective shock and horror at the disregard for human life. In the midst of this chaos, glimpses of resilience emerged. Ukrainian troops made marginal gains near Robotyne, where intense fighting had raged for weeks. And in Moscow, another drone was eliminated, a sign of a persistent resistance that continued to challenge Russia. The war's landscape was ever shifting, marked by horrors and heroism, despair and determination. Ukraine's battlefront was not merely a clash of armies, but a struggle for identity, freedom, and the very soul of a nation. A bridge under fire. The Kerch Bridge and the battle for connection. The Kerch Bridge, connecting Russia-annexed Crimea to the mainland, stood as a symbol and a lifeline. Its value was both practical, enabling the flow of people and goods, and symbolic, marking the reunification of Crimea with Russia in the Kremlin's narrative. But the bridge had become a target. On Saturday, Russian authorities announced that 2 Ukrainian missiles aimed at the bridge were shot down. The images of white smoke billowing from the bridge circulated on social media, capturing a moment of tension and defiance. This wasn't the first time the bridge had been struck. A partial destruction in October and 2 strikes in July had marked its vulnerability. President Putin had quickly blamed Kyiv, calling it an act of sabotage. Yet the Kerch Bridge remained, a contested icon in a complex conflict. It stood as a testament to Russia's ambitions and Ukraine's resistance, a structure bearing the scars of a war that reached far beyond its steel and concrete. Sky over Belgorod. A drone intercepted the skies over the western border region of Belgorod were interrupted by the ominous hum of a drone. At 5:30 p.m. local time, Russian defenses detected the threat. The attempted attack was swiftly foiled, and the drone was intercepted. No one was wounded or killed, and nothing was damaged. The Defense Ministry left the intended target unspecified, mentioning only that it was an assault on Russian territory. Ukrainian drone strikes had become an increasingly common feature of the conflict. Strikes had reached Moscow and other western border regions, a warning from Kyiv that more would come. The skies over Belgorod were clear once again, but the incident was a stark reminder of a war fought not only on land but in the airspace above.